Hey guys, it's Damien W43 here again with another quick truthful review. Got another budget handgun here for you. This time it's a SAR Arms B6P compact. Weapon is clear. Go ahead and push the slide forward and drop the hammer. Alright, so this pistol, I'll just go ahead and come out and say it. I was very impressed with this pistol. It's, as you can see, it's a CZ75 clone, but for being a budget pistol and a clone of a name brand pistol, it shoots very well. I was very impressed with it. Again, there's some stuff that I don't like about it, but we'll get into that later. So let's go ahead and talk about price. I think I paid about $280 for this pistol, and there's a full-size version of the pistol I think was $265. So the compact was just a little bit more expensive, and the only difference is the grip is shorter on the compact. Holds 13 rounds as opposed to 16, I think, in the full-size. And the barrel, this is a 3.8-inch barrel. And the other one I think might be 5. I'm not 100% certain on that one. Now, one of the issues is it only comes with one magazine. And it's really hard to find magazines actually made for the B6P compact. Now, the guy at the gun store told me this, and he suggested I get one of these. It is for the EAA Witness. Now, SAR Arms is imported by EAA. It says it right there. So, and pretty much it's very identical, and these do fit in there. The only issues is, since it is for a full-size pistol, that's what it's going to look like. So I wasn't too thrilled with that, but I really, rather have 2 magazines than one, and that was a quick fix right there. It's one of the 16 rounders. So what I did was I don't remember exactly if it was a CZ75 compact magazine or both of these say Tanfoglio or whatever, Italy, however you pronounce that. So I guess I managed to find that's what it was. It was the EAA Witness compact magazine, and I found a 13-round magazine for it that fit in there. I did have to do some base plate swapping around because the one that came with it was this thick one here, so I had to put a thin one on it to make the EAA one fit in there. Anyway, so that's definitely a downfall, is the magazine issue, trying to find one to fit it. But I mean, once you find it, now I know, and you guys know, EAA Witness compact magazines fit, and they hold 13 rounds. You just have to do a little bit of work on it to get it to fit, and that's just getting a new base plate, what have you. Otherwise, works, feeds just fine. So, like I said, this pistol is pretty much just a clone of a CZ75. If you're not familiar with the CZ75, instead of the slide sitting on the outside of the frame, it sits inside the frame. So it gives the top a very slim look, and then gets wider down towards the bottom. This is supposed to reduce recoil and accuracy. I don't know how true that is, but I can say that this pistol's, for being compacted, is very accurate, and I haven't had any issues with it. And part of that is probably because of the single action, double action trigger. It's very nice, crisp trigger whenever it's single action. See there, I got the hammer pulled back for single action. Got just a very little take up, then it goes off. It's got a half cock to it too. Safety works in the half cock. Then double action. Back to the single action. I said, very nice crisp trigger pull on it, and haven't had any issues. I fired probably just over 300 rounds through this pistol. Never had any jams, double feed, anything like that. If you're not familiar with CZ75s, it comes apart very similar to a 1911. You'd pull back right there and line those two dots up. Takedown pin right there, and then just all slides off. Pretty simple. The only other issue I can tell you about this pistol is finding holsters for it is pretty difficult, but you can do it. The holster I went with is a hybrid holster inside the waistband, and it's made by Black Arch. So definitely looking at them if you have this pistol and you're trying to find a good inside the waistband holster. So a couple more positives about this pistol real fast. The slide, I was very impressed because the job I had before the job I have now, I always had to keep my pistol inside my vehicle when I was at work, school, whatever. And so one being my Remington 1911 rusted every day in the summer. I mean, I could not had a really hard time keeping that one rust free no matter what I did. Taurus PT111, it wasn't as bad, but the slide still rusted. Now this one, the only rust I've ever had on it, maybe a little bit on the controls here, and maybe a little bit on the hammer. The slide, it seems to have like a black graphite like Cerakote on it, and it's phenomenal. It never rusted. It feels nice and smooth, you know, and it's just nice. Another really good thing about it is the feed ramp on the inside is very well polished, and I think I've said this already, but I haven't. All the rounds I fired through it, no jams, no double feeds, no stovepipes, nothing. It feeds and extracts perfectly, and I fired everything from Remington, Winchester White Box, Gecko, if you know what Gecko is. I fired a lot of stuff through it, no issues. And it's also fired the Hornady Critical Defense, no problem. So, let's see if I can think of anything else to say here real fast about it. Just a good, reliable little pistol, and for that price, can't really beat it. I wish that it came with 2 magazines. That'd make it a lot easier on the consumer. And yeah, you know, guys, I can't really think of anything else to say. It's a good little pistol, and this is my first choice to carry because of its accuracy. I haven't had any issues firing it. I mean, it's a good pistol. That's all I can say about it. And I really wish it would get more recognition than what it does. But honestly, I think these pistols are kind of hard to find. I know that when I went and put it on layaway at the store, they only had 3 in stock when I did that. I had a hard time finding it. So if you can find one of these pistols, I strongly suggest you go ahead and try to get it. Well, guys, I think that's it. I don't really know what else to say about this other than, you know, what I already said. So, thank you for watching.